Talk about something we call windy mountain moment. It's when you just stop and look back over your life and you get to see all the zigs and the zags and the boulders that got thrown that made you turn corners that most likely you didn't want to turn. And we both experienced that.
There are times in your life where you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm not going as fast as I want to, or I'm not getting to the places that I need to get." But when you take a moment to look back at how far you've come, that can be very powerful, especially when you look at those times when you literally fell down and then you got back up and you kept going and you kept going. So Kathy and I like to imagine that you're standing on top of a mountain and you're looking back over your life. The wind is blowing in your hair, and the valley is down there below you, and you look back and you go, "Oh, look, there's that spot where I fell down. Well, look at me. I got myself back up and I kept on going." And you just go through your life and look again and look again and look again. And then there you are on top of this mountain right here and right now. And you can't help but feel proud of yourself.
It's one of those things we've all had that experience where there's been change
Yeah.
that came unwanted. And the example for me started when I was young. When I was 15, my father passed away and my life changed forever. And while I have to say that, of course, I would want my father in my life, in this moment, when I look back and I see that, I wouldn't be leading the life that I'm leading if it hadn't happened. And sometimes, probably more like 99.9% of the time, you turn that corner because life throws this big boulder, and what's on the other side of it is so much better than you could ever imagine. And that's what happens. You can't judge life anymore.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no
I
good
mean,
or bad.
when I lost my job,
Mhm.
I thought I was in my 50s. I lost my job. My industry was changing. There were no other jobs for me. I thought, this is it. This is really, really bad. And I felt like a failure. But in hindsight now, looking back on that from the top of that windy mountain, I realized it was one of the better things that ever happened to me. I still had all that experience and I was able to take it and do something else with it. And
My
I haven't
favorite part.
regretted.
Yeah, I'm laughing because my favorite part of the Windy Mountain moment, which we wrote about in our first book, is that the wind blowing your hair, because my hair either just stands right on end or doesn't really, there's no graceful blowing of my hair, but that's how we always envisioned it. You look back, you see the zigs, the zags, you see how your life went and how you thought it should go this way, but it went wee, 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 wee. But you're where you are now, the woman that you were meant to be. Strong, bold, brave, courageous, standing there with your hair either blown in the wind or not. But it's your chance to look back over that crazy quilt of your life and not judge yourself, but pat yourself on the back and say, "Hey, I did a damn good job."